Now, gold was first found in this area in 1828. And it was completely on accident, about 3 miles south of here. Basically by a deer hunter on his 26th birthday. Got a brand new pair of boots. Well, he was trying them out, crossed a creek, and tripped on a rock. Got looking at it, and that rock was full of gold. And very quick, 15,000 heard about it. So here, we got the first major gold rush in U.S. history. It was 20 years before California. Now, there used to be so much gold, they said the ground was actually yellow. The word Dahlonega means land of the yellow metal. Or it's a Cherokee word that means yellow rock. I mean, so much of it, you can just pick it up, put it in your pocket. When the 15,000 got here, it got picked up pretty quick. So they went panning the rivers and streams. Made some money. Gold by every tribe. But when you got 15,000, the easy gold was all panned out. So that process to make money with a pan got too slow. They had to find a way to speed things up. A way to run bulk. They called it a sluice box. So panning became testing. A way to find it first, and then a sluice box to get it. We got a sluice box set up here down by our bridge. So basically all it was a long tray, had riffles and ridges down the bottom. So you got water coming down it, and basically you just go to shoveling. The water layers it by weight. Heavy stuff got trapped. Light stuff just carried through. What's left, just the heavy stuff, you pan that to get your gold. So you're not panning everything, you just pan the last part. That made it faster, easier, you made your money. You just shovel, pan what stays. Worked out pretty good. Pretty good till about 15,000 to figure that out. And so the easy gold was gone again. So these guys had to figure out where all the gold came from. You know, how to get in the rivers and streams. Someone figured, well, how about the hillsides? You know, washing down when it rains. So all of a sudden we got like 15,000 carrying a basket of dirt down, throw it in this loose box, pan the heavy stuff, get the gold. You got 15,000 carrying baskets of dirt looking for gold. And they done it till about 1859. A local, Nathan Hand, got a famous idea. He found a way to let the water do it. So here's what they call a water cannon. To make it work, he built a giant pipe to carry water. I mean, he built a 44-inch pipe about 27 miles long, running back and forth downhill, building up pressure. At the bottom of it, you got this nozzle. For good reason, you got a water cannon. You got 27 miles of water squeezed down to that. It built so much pressure, they can shoot that water about 120 yards. And you got a mudslide. With the water, everything washed right down to the sluice boxes to catch the heavy stuff. Now you're making money. You'll let the water bring it to you, no more baskets. Worked pretty good. Pretty good till about 1930. We found out what happens when you wash away whole mountainsides. Stuff's got to go somewhere. They done a lot of damage by filling up the rivers and streams with mud and stuff. So about 75 years ago, we made them illegal to use. Now this property, at about 1880, they worked so well, they worked themselves out of a job anyway, because they got down to this hard rock. When they got to the hard rock, they basically worked themselves out of a job, because that water pressure wasn't strong enough. This ground used to be higher than the treetops. By 1880, the mountain's gone, they hit the hard rock, and that water wasn't strong enough. So they worked themselves out of a job. They got a new job that was using dynamite to blast tunnels. But they found out what you're looking for are not veins of gold. They're veins of quartz with the gold. So what you look for is up here on the left-hand side, that layer of white rock between those two black arrows. So it's not a vein of gold, it's a vein of quartz that contains the gold. Pretty much like your pan. You find the gold with the iron and the quartz. What they found down in the mine, still today about the biggest ever found in the world. So I'll show you where it was, what's left of it, and how these guys got gold the hard way. Now panning, that's the easy way. Down here, show you the hard way. The World Gold Panning Championship began in California in 1961. And it was set up to see, well, the fastest and most accurate gold panner. And within a couple of years, it was recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records. The World Open moved here to Dahlonega in 1988. At that time, it was sponsored by the Dahlonega JCs. In 1992, the Consolidated Gold Mine here took over sponsorship of the World Open. And still, it's the only panning contest recognized by the Guinness Book. So basically in the contest, you're getting a pan of sand. It's leveled off, and 8 small nuggets are put in there. And the idea is to wash away the entire pan of sand, leave nothing but the gold, but do it in the least amount of time. So it's speed, but also accuracy. And there's a 10-second penalty for each one you lose. You lose one, you're out 10 seconds. You have to finish with at least 4 nuggets to qualify. That's half your gold. If you lose 5 nuggets or better, you're out. You're disqualified. And at the end, they test your sand. If you have any sand left, they put it down the corner of your pan and drop a BB shot. And they will try their best to cover that BB. If they can cover that BB with sand, you're disqualified. So basically, you got to have all the gold and virtually no sand. The Guinness Book World Open record is 7.55 seconds.
Wow.
That's to empty the entire pan, leave nothing but the gold in the least amount of time. I set a record for the Guinness Book in 2004. I set a record for the men's world record. Not the World Open record, but the men's world. 7.15 seconds. So my men's world record is better than the World Open record. And of course, that was one of my trophies, prizes.
Congratulations.
I've been competing since April of '89. And so far, I have a total of 81 titles.
And the contest is in April every year?
Usually the 3rd weekend of April every year, yeah. Because several years ago, a bear cub came on the town square, and they just said, well, let's have a festival. So they picked the same weekend as the World Championship. So one of the things I'm trying to do is, we got 2 events in the same town at the same time, but 2 different locations.